as Howard has 8 points, second leading scorer for the Comets tonight.
Number 10, backup court, Tiana Mumphrey. Mumphrey under pressure, but 2 Comet players are sharp in Washington, and a steal. Washington goes on her own, puts the layup in, basket in good. 38-6.
Washington 13 points tonight. Has not played a lot. When she's in there, she's definitely scoring the rock for the Comets.
38-6 the score. Watkins will bring the ball inbounds to the Comets to Washington. Washington back up court again. 3:40 left to go here in the third. Watkins under the basket looking. Gets her own rebounds, Howard. Howard to put it in. That's 6 points now in just the third period for Dariana Howard.
Howard's got 10, second leading scorer for the Comets behind Washington.
Dariana Howard again, the 6-foot guard, strong forward freshman. She's a freshman player. At that, they fight for the ball, led by Bethel. Bethel comes back up, a steal by Howard. Howard going there, battling with Bethel. And she gets around him, sneaks and slithers away now to Hedinger. Hedinger going for 3, bounces off the rim, and it's no good. Rebound comes back to Hedinger again out of nowhere at the top of the key. Going to get it back to Washington. Washington now stops, resets them, and gets around. Goes back to Hedinger. Hedinger looking for Sharp. Sharp for 3! And she's overreached and throwing it. It'll go off the no good, and it's going to be the rebound back to the Titans. Big chances there, and we got the ball almost taking out our camera.
Great look twice by Sharp and Howard for the Comets.
Bethel puts it back in play to Mumphrey. Mumphrey sets it up to Bethel. Bethel back up court. Getting her ready to go here. Just under 2:35 in the third. Shot by Mumphrey, nowhere. It goes out of play. It's Comets ball.
Checking in the game for the Titans is Pebbles. Checking out of the game is Harris.
Zadielia Pebbles, the 5'6" sophomore, coming in the game. And Clayton back with the ball here. 2:25 in the third. There you see Washington dribbling the ball. Jukin, jiving, ready to play. She comes court now, sets up her ladies, and he goes on to Hedinger. Hedinger back to the Washington. Coach marking out the orders of Marlon Lee, his 15th consecutive year being the head coach of the Clayton Comet varsity women's program. Whistle and a foul. I think it's going to go up against number 4. Foul on number 4 of Zatelia Pebbles, the 5'6" sophomore. This will give the ball back to the Comets, and Howard will put it back inbound. Back to Washington. Under 2 now remaining in the third. Washington sets up to Sharp. Sharp's big 3. She can go for it if she's open, so will Hedinger. Hedinger resets, repressures, and there's a travel call against Hedinger. She literally stopped and had desperation there, and I think there was not a read by Sharp, and it's what caused the problem.
Yeah, not knowing the offensive play, what's being called, to switch it over 3 times. As Mumphrey comes across the timeline, looks top of the key is.
That's Bethel. Bethel stops and resets. Washington's there. Throws in the middle of the territory of the Comets, and they'll steal it away. Washington to Howard. Washington saves it, but there's contact out of play. Last touch by, they're going to say it's last touch by Clayton, so it'll be Titans ball. No, last touch by the Titans, so it'll be Comets ball.
90 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Howard from Washington. Howard to Hedinger. Up. Basket's good and 1. Basket and a foul. 2 and 1 coming up. Foul on number 33, Tatiana Hilliard. I want to say it's her 3rd or 4th. The 5'8" sophomore. Number 23, Ashante Royale will be coming in the game now for Hilliard. I think Hilliard's in foul trouble, Petey. Four fouls, I believe.
Yeah, she's got 4 fouls. In the second half, the Titans got 5 team fouls.
And 4 are on Hilliard.
42-6 is your score. 1:24 left here as Hedinger will attempt 1.
Varsity men's action coming up next right here. Simulcast audio, video on Community Radio Network Facebook and our broadcast coverage at crnsports.org.
Hettinger missed the first shot of the and one. 1:13 left here.
Way out there. Tiana Humphrey will turn it over. Clayton ball. Okay, they're going to say it's last touch by the Comets ball, so it will be the Titans with the possession. So Humphrey will put it back inbounds to her players, 42-6.
Warning
being given to Alexa Watkins. Referee and Marlon Lee having a meeting of the minds there, Coach Lee. There was a warning for something about, I think it was her jersey. Screaming. I think it was about screaming.
I don't know exactly what he was talking about.
I thought he had said something about a warning for 11 about screaming. And that'll go over the backboard.
Just under a minute here.
Yeah, 1 minute left to go in the third.
Comets be working right to left.
Up court, Washington. She's done a great job so far, the senior number 3 for the Comets. Going to Howard. Howard inside, looking, basket's up and good. Here's a quick statistic. Of all the points that have been scored in the second half, they've been all scored by Dariana Howard. Whether it's been at the line or free throws. And there's been no points scored, Petey Doris, by the Titans. Basket up and good.
Sharp with 2.
Sharp finally changes things up. The freshman 5'5" guard, normally known for going for big 3, goes in for a layup and 2. Setting us up for the final period of play. A dominating performance here in C-Town. For the Comets, they're all in tonight over South Garner. Rebound back to Hettinger. Ready to go. The horn blares, and that is the third. 46-6, a 40-point deficit. The Lady Titans are behind. A great third period, Petey Doris.
Yes, great offensive performance right there. Howard with the big offensive performance, followed by Hettinger with 2. She went to the free throw line to try and 1, and Peyton Sharp with 4. And the rest of the points was by Howard in the third quarter.
Final period of play coming up. Comets basketball rolls along to the fourth on CRN, the Community Radio Network, and crnsports.org.
Sportsmanship. It means a lot of things.
It means showing respect for the opposing team
And being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility.
Losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games.
It's a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official,
Mom,
Dad, son,
daughter, coach.
are we in this together?
sportsmanship.
Together
we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
This is CRN, the Community Radio Network, the voice of the community, the voice of anything sports, and proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. Now let's get back to the broadcast coverage on CRN.
Set to go with the fourth period, the final period of action underway here on CRN, the Community Radio Network, crnsports.org, and our Facebook Live as well on our social media outlets. Petey Doris, Wesley Outlet here with you. It is Clayton taking on the South Garner Titans, and it's been a bloodbath, 46-6, 40-point lead. The Varsity Women Comets getting redemption after their big loss the other night over the Garner Magnet Trojans, and they are taking it to the Titans as the culprit of redeeming themselves from Tuesday's loss, Petey Doris.
Yeah, definitely a whole lot different basketball coming into tonight's game. They jumped out to that big lead in the first quarter, shut them down 29-0. Then they gave up 6 points in the second quarter. Nothing in the third quarter. Now we stand at 46-6, which means one good thing for broadcasters and officials. The clock's not stopping.
That's right. Because they are under 40 points, the clock will go until there's like an injury timeout or the referee requests for the clock to be stopped.
There's a
By
foul,
the referee.
right?
There's a foul. Yep.
Foul coming on Pebbles. That's her third here in the second half. Checking in the game for the Titans as Rogers checks in for Pebbles.
Kenyatta Rogers, the 5'6" sophomore. Once this game is wrapped up, we will have the varsity men's game, and it will start early. Number 10 at the line, Fletcher, and she'll shoot 2. Or 1-1, actually.
And she misses the 1-1.
So it's Titans ball. Tiana Mumfree barking signals to her players. It goes to Bethel. Bethel recovers, gets back. About lost from McLeod. McLeod turns it and saves it, turns it over to Clayton. That's Fletcher with the ball. Fletcher, and they're going to call a foul.
Foul's going to be on Jasmine Bethel.
It'll be a 1-1.
Shooting 1-1 will be Fletcher. Fletcher missed the first of 1-1.
Jasmine Bethel, that's a foul on her, the 5'10 junior. And it'll be 1-1 at the line for number 10, Arian Fletcher, the 5'3 junior guard for the Comets. 46-6, 40-point lead. Varsity men's action is next. Up 1-1 is no good. That's the second time Fletcher, PD, has missed 1-1 at the line.
Yes, one thing about the Comets tonight, they haven't been shooting good for the free throw line.
Up court, Comets back on their play. Bethel tries to carry it to the house in her own basket, and 2 shots coming up. A foul is called. Foul on number 20, and that will be one of the JV players. This will bring Bethel to the line, and she will shoot 2. Jasmine Bethel, the 5'10 junior.
This is the first free throw attempt in the second half.
That's right.
For the Titans. The second free throw attempt for the entire contest. As it's been controlled on the scoreboard by the Comets. The Comets haven't had a chance to foul.
Under the direction of Coach Wendell Holmes, the Comets are 1-1 on Marlon Lee at the direction with Adam Bailey as assistant. 1-1. They got a win on Monday night against Corinth Holder. Lost recently to Garner, 75-26 in Garner. And 0-2 on the year for the South Garner Titan ladies program. Their most recent loss was 40-23 at South Garner. Home loss last Tuesday night. Basket up and good for Jasmine Bethel Jr. 5'10 player. She'll get some points on the board.
Bethel tonight has got 7 of the team's 9.
She just made a free throw, and she just put in the layup there. So she's got 3 points here in the fourth. Coming back up, Clayton with the ball and going in, up and no good. And last touch by the Comets. Comets turn it over. It's going to be the Titans ball. And there's Bethel. She's getting ready for it. But number 10, Fletcher, comes in. There's a foul. No, they're going to call traveling.
Traveling turnover right there by the Comets.
Turns it over. Yes, I thought they were going to call foul on it, but they're actually called traveling on the Comets of Fletcher. It'll turn it over back to the Titans. Titan ball. Mumfree goes back to McLeod. McLeod under the basket and a turnover now by Fletcher. Fletcher takes it away. Here comes Clement. Julie Clement sets it up. Looking for number 20. One of the JV players in the game. The JV girls squad of the Titans did not show up today. Forfeited their game. And the girls didn't get a play. So Coach Marlon Lee and the varsity squad said, hey, we'll let the JV players play in the game, be a part of it. So I think that's really cool.
Checking in the game for the first time for the Titans is Amelia Hall, 5'3" sophomore.
Hello to Ashley and Dustin Bales and Michael Patton joining us on our coverage. Michael Patton, good friend of mine in Alabama, the voice of the East Alabama Motor Speedway. my final announcing duties of basketball this week, and then it's 2 announcing motorsports tomorrow through Sunday. Basketball returns on Tuesday right here at Jeff Adams Gymnasium against Clayton.